Hello, fellow swivel heads. It's Greg Allison Green Greg's coming to you live on 13 April 22. Time on deck is 23:56 hours Central Daylight Time. Yeah, it is the 13th of April for a whopping 4 minutes. So there we go. So it's Wednesday night here for another 4 minutes. How's everybody doing out there in Swivelhead land? So if you've never watch one of my live videos from Wednesday night or Friday night before, typically these are videos which are open chat sessions for you to ask me just about anything under the sun. We usually do go through a few things on Wednesday nights in particular. Sometimes I do select a topic to talk about. I'm going to do a little bit of a topic tonight, but not as much as I am off to do. I'm not going to stay on it that long. Just kind of a rambling, what's next kind of predictions. I plan to do other videos on what I'm about to talk about in more depth when I get a chance. So I'm not going to go into them in depth tonight. I am just going to kind of paint a broad spectrum, broad stroke paintbrush of some ideas to throw out there and let you cogitate on a little bit. And like I said, this video tonight and Friday nights are a chance for us to chat amongst each other. We're a family, we're a community here on Green Regs. This is your opportunity to come in here and chat with fellow subscribers and myself. All I ask is you keep it clean. We're a family channel and we're a family on this channel. So keep it clean, keep it family oriented. Don't use any curse words or nasty language, and respect the other attendees. And of course, respect the host and the channel. And please don't post anything that might get us in trouble with the platform we're on. YouTube is not a freedom of speech platform. So they don't allow us to say just anything we want to say here, unfortunately. So we have code words and we talk about certain things, like we talk about nugs, for example. If you misspell things intentionally, if you have to. Now, if you take that word and flip it around, you might figure out what I'm talking about. If not, well, do your research. That's all I got to say. Anyway, we got some people starting to file in. We got 27 in the room. Catherine Sigurgesson. Hello, everyone. New days, old ways. Good to see you here. I'm feeling a little better now. I've had kind of a rough day today. I just had a procedure this morning, and it's taken me a while to recover from it. Bicycle Rider, how you doing? Let's see, Taz. Let's see, Local Grow Guy. Hey, there you go. Everybody needs to be a local grow guy. How you doing? Excuse me, I'm a little hot and a little dehydrated. I gotta have something to drink, and I gotta have some caffeine. So Peachy Taz, okay, Broomstick says Taz. All right, and we got Martin Electro Mag. All right, that's a good name, Electro Mag. All right, guys, so we're living in trying times right now. So I'm gonna kind of paint a little bit of a broad stroke picture of something here, kind of what I see coming down the pike. A lot of people are worried about what's going on overseas in Europe, the prospects for war and nuclear war, and I've reported on that quite a bit already. And war is happening. The prospects for it expanding are existent. In fact, I think they're fairly great. There was a lady that started a tribe in Oregon. Yeah, we're working on some tribes here, Taz. Wise Owl, hello. Speaking of tribes, Wise Owl is just popped in the room, and she is leading our effort to organize our tribes right now, guys. So Wise Owl is in the house, and that's what she's working on. Her and I got to have a conversation here real soon. So heads up, Wise Owl. In any event, I don't know if I had a video scheduled for tomorrow night, but I'm going to be apparently on my console here doing my day job from 1 in the afternoon to 1 in the morning, the way hours of Friday morning. And that's going to interrupt the interview I was going to do. So I know a lot Thursday nights for interviews. I have Wednesday nights for interviews too, but I already wasn't up to it tonight. I've just now started regaining my composure from the procedure I had. I made a mistake of telling them that I've had this procedure 3 times before. I made a mistake of telling them that the previous 3 times I remembered everything. I'm something of a redhead, and we're somewhat resistant to anesthesia. They decided to drug me up real good this time, and after I got out, it's caused me some problems. It's hurt, basically. I don't like being drugged, and that includes anesthesia. I don't like any kind of drug, to be honest, and anesthesia is too much of it for me. It's hit me today. So it's taking me most of the day just to get my feet back under me, literally. So, and New Days is a fellow redhead, so I suppose she knows what I'm talking about. Hello, Greg family, great to see you, says Tim. So let me get back on track here with what I started out talking about. And then we're going to talk through the weather and just entertain questions and stuff like that. Yeah, we've had a lot of weather going on in the country right now. That can be a discussion. But guys, here's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting Russia is going to go for the whole enchilada. They're going to take Ukraine. It's just a question of how long. They're at least going to try to take Ukraine, and they will try to take Moldova, and they're not going to stop. I'm going to do some videos to explain my position on that, so don't get all twisted around about it yet. I will explain that position, but first I got to clear the air. I got to do a video just to clear the air before I have that video, because a lot of you bought into certain philosophies about certain things that we're going to have to discuss before I can discuss anything else in this area. So you can see where we're coming from. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? Ontario, Canada. So that's true about redheads. I woke up in a mental reconstruction of my hamstring. Ooh wee. Yep. Yeah. I've told them when we're doing surgery on one time, I said, when they slipped the scalpel into me, I said, I feel that. Ouch. They looked at me and they were removing a cyst. And I told them I wanted to look at it. I wanted to see it. And she says, you won't remember this. And I said, yes, I will. And I did. But anyway, I had the procedure I had today was to prevent me hopefully from having the kind of condition that Randy with the Blue Bottle Bunny Farm has. I'm trying to do the preventative measures so I don't run into the troubles he had, Randy Bly with Blue Bottle Bunny Farm. And maybe he'll join us today. So some of you might know what that is. That is a regular procedure, and it's not one that's fun. But wow, getting totally sedated really hit me hard in recovery mode. So yeah, I've heard that bicycle rider. That's something going around. I don't know. I've heard that. I've been sent a zillion videos today on that topic. I haven't had time to research it. I'll tell you, I've been under the weather today. I've tried to do some work. I got a question, but I don't want to throw you. Okay, hang on to it, Alpha Omega. Hey, Alpha Omega Survival Supply. Hey, that sounds like you probably have a good channel with that name. All right, let me kind of go into this discussion here. That's what I say. The question is, how long will it take Russia to take Ukraine? Sure, they've had major setbacks in their initial operation, but like Peter Pry and some others have said, it's kind of like they've been attacking with their fingers instead of their fist. For whatever reason, they never brought their full electronic warfare systems into play. They never went for air supremacy to start with, and they did a lot of moves which seemed to be, on the surface of it, somewhat less than optimally intelligent, if you know what I mean. But that's not the point of our discussion here tonight. The point of the discussion on this is that I'm expecting that right now they're refocusing on the Donbass area, which is and the area between Ukraine and Donbass, Mariupol. And Mariupol may have already fallen. The 1,000 of the soldiers there, Ukrainian soldiers, gave up earlier today. So there's not much left of Mariupol's resistance. They're going to be falling. If they haven't already fallen, it's a matter of hours, not days or weeks. It's eye-opening, friend. Yeah, we're going to go into some eye-opening discussion here. Kiwi MacArthur, that's a good name. How you doing? So what I'm expecting, and I'll go I'm going to do some follow-up videos. I'm going to explain why Russia is doing what they're doing, which is not what a lot of people think. It's geopolitics, geostrategic politics, and I will back that up. But what they need to do from their perspective, which is I'm not saying it's what they need to do. What I just said is what they need to do from their perspective. What really bothers me is people think they know where I'm coming from and who I'm siding with on these videos, and they jump all over me in the comment section. And usually I'm on the other side of the spectrum. I'm trying to paint a bigger picture, folks. So don't take everything I say to be. A lot of people misinterpret things I say. When I allude to something, they think that's what I mean. Or if I say something's a possibility, they think I agree with it. That's not the case. Okay, so bear with me. I'm just going to tell you what I think is going to play out. I think Russia is going to try to take, and I will go into more background to explain where I'm really coming from. Okay, but it's going to take some time to develop that. I just not had time. But what I think is going to play out, and I'll elaborate on this more in the future. What I think is going to play out is that right now they're focusing on southeastern Ukraine, the Donbass area, and having a land bridge between Donbass and Crimea. Now, all things being the same, Russia could declare victory and stop the war there and claim they accomplished their objectives. They could do that, and it could seem to be that they'd be over then, and that might happen. I'm going to suggest that even if that does happen, it's not the end of it. It's just phase one. Well, they might use this as an excuse to regroup and get everybody to settle back down and bam, start it all over again. I don't think they have a lot of time though to start it all over again. I'll be going more into that in a future video. I think there's geopolitical reasons why Russia's doing this, and I don't think Russia's got a lot of time about this, doing what they're doing. I'm not saying I agree with what they're doing. I'm just telling you they're doing this for geopolitical reasons. And I understand what those reasons are. It does not mean I agree, but I understand them. I've been to Moscow, and I've said that before, and I said I enjoyed my trip there. I've often said that I thought we should have made peace with Russia some time back and used them as an ally against China. Well, I guess we've blown that opportunity, at least for now. But I've said another thing. I said many times. I said if we have enough time, if we can just stop war and not get involved in it, that especially with China, given the demographics, given time, if we can just keep it off, bide our time, and not get into it with them, they're not going to be able to fight a war. The same is true of Russia, and maybe even true of us too. So there's good news and bad news in that announcement, but I can go more and more into that. And again, it goes back into the geopolitics. What I'm expecting Russia to do right now is, after they've consolidated their position in Donbass area, which is Donetsk and Luhansk and Crimea, and that little land bridge between which Mariupol has been a holdout, they could hold fast there, declare victory, and it would give a great exit strategy for Vladimir Putin, something to celebrate in his May Day, actually his May 9th parade, where they celebrate the defeat of the German invaders in World War II, which is apparently something he wants to do. But I want to submit that it might be soon, it might be almost immediate, or it might be later, that Russia is going to regroup and they're going to thrust into Ukraine. They're going to take the whole country and Moldova. Then I would say they were going to start going for Poland and or the Baltics. And I would say they would go for the Baltics first. They're going to attack NATO nations. They're going for NATO. It seems on the surface that they're given what we've seen, that they can't compete with NATO on the field. Well, since they've been playing with their fingers, that could be an Austerlitz deception that they're allowing us to think. A lot of people and great analysts have bought into that idea. And Austerlitz is where Napoleon fooled the Russian Empire and Austrian Empire and the Brits into thinking that they were very weak and vulnerable, and lured them into attacking, and what essentially was an ambush ground, and it caused Napoleon his greatest victory in 1805, where he defeated these other three empires. So Russia could be playing a game like that, and this could be part of why they've been fighting Ukraine with their fingers. But I think they're seeing the luxury of fighting Ukraine on those terms are no longer existent. So we'll have to see what happens. Just remember this: Ukraine actually has more tanks. There are 2,000 some odd tanks, is more than all of NATO. Russia has 20,000 tanks, 10 times more than Ukraine. So even though Ukraine's taken out a couple of hundred tanks, in the grand scheme of things, it looks good on the videos to the people that are rooting for Ukraine, but in the grand scheme of things, it's nothing. I see the Ukrainian war a lot like the American Civil War in these regards. It's not the same, okay, but within certain regards, that in the beginning, the South was really winning. The South had the upper hand. The South had great generals, good soldiers, and the North wasn't so motivated to fight. But the North won in the long term because they had more manpower, more materials, more of these many other things. And the President of the United States put in a hardline general in USS Grant. And Putin has just done the same sort of thing with regards to Ukraine. So I'm expecting they're going to take Ukraine and Moldova, which the Belarusian president accidentally showed in one of his briefing charts, and neither one are NATO nations. So the bees take. I'm going to explain why later. There's a reason. There's also a reason why they want to take the Baltics, and they probably will get away with taking the Baltics, but then they're going to aim for Poland, and that is where the question of nukes come in big time. It could happen earlier. So here's what I'm really expecting. I'm thinking, given the way things have gone, it's going to take them just about all year to take Ukraine and Moldova and to hold them. They have to take them and hold them. Okay, we're on Cassis. We'll go there in just a second. I'm almost done with this conversation. I'm expecting that they'll go in and take them and hold them, or try to, and then launch out, if they can hold on to the base they've set there. And that's a big if. That may be what undoes them. It may be what takes the steam out of their campaign. If they still have steam in their campaign, I see them advancing to go for the Baltic nations, then Poland. I don't know that we will really live up to the Article 5 over the Baltic nations. That's a big question. But at some point, things are going to get dicey. Well, I'm expecting it's toward the end of the year. The good news is you have time to prep. You've got plenty of time to prep, regardless of what side you believe is right or wrong in this. These are the things that's likely to play out. It's not going to stop. It may look like it's going to stop with the Donbass area, but I'm going to say it won't. It look like it. It might temporarily, and things are going to look good, and then bang. That's what I'm expecting. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but I will share with you later why I'm thinking this. It's going to take some time to show that Poland's a different deal. Yeah, Poland's a different deal. They go into Poland. Look, the people in the Baltic republics hate Russia more than anybody I've ever met in my life. The people in Poland aren't far behind. There is, oh my gosh. I got some friends who come from the Baltic countries, and they hate Russia so much, it blows my mind, but I understand why. Russia is not a good master. If they were, these people would love Russia. Okay. So, and that's that. Okay. Enough on that topic. I'll go more into that in the future. We just had a weather front move through here. I went out and videoed some thunderstorm rain sounds and lightning flashes. So I'm sitting on my front porch. So I think I'll make a video out of it, make it loop, and probably do about 10 hours worth of it. And I'm probably going to do that, remaster my frog video. And I might even launch a channel of just sounds. I might do that just for fun, because it's really not that hard to do. Maybe something I'll do in the future, because with all the stress we're having today, we need some relaxation from time to time, something to get us in a better mood. So, and some people think I'm all fear monger. No, I monger hope. I always try to bring a solution, like Jason Avers and I yesterday. We were trying to bring solutions to all these problems we're having with fertilizer shortages, or starvation. And I got a guy who wants to talk about starvation on my channel, and so I'm expecting to have him on probably next week or so. And I'm also going to have David Womack on the channel. He is doing a video documentary on EMP. I was going to have him on tomorrow, and I canceled it because I got to be doing this stuff tomorrow. Anyway, enough said for all that. Let's see what people are saying. I've got some people wanting to pose questions. Tammy Carter, you got a question. It's about worm compost tea. Go ahead and ask that. So if you got a question about anything under the sun before I flip into the other stuff here, go ahead and ask it now. Let me scroll back to the top of the chat, make sure I'm not missing anything fundamental as I've been yapping. So working on it, says Wazel. Very good. Don't forget to hit the, oh yeah, thanks guys. See, we got 77 in the chat room right now, 77 people, excuse me, watching, and only 34 thumbs up. Guys, my channel is shadow banned. You know, for the size channel I get a small fraction. There's channels that got 40,000 subs that get 10 times more views than I do. So, and there's channels where the guys know far less on the subject matter than what I've covered and what I have, who get way more views than me. I think they should get every view they get because they used to bring a lot of good content. But the fact that I'm getting so few views suggests that I'm being shadow banned. You can help me with the algorithm by voting thumbs up. If you don't want to vote thumbs up, if you don't like me, and then explain it in the chat room. Come in here, man up, and tell me what your beef is, because I want to hear it. Some people are not happy with me. If you're not happy with me, then tell me why. Let's hear it. Let's talk about it. This may be just a misunderstanding, or maybe we're not on the same sheet of music, but anyway, I like to hear about it. You know, the way to fix a problem is feedback. I can't fix a problem if I don't know what it is. So if you got an issue with me, speak now. If you got a question, speak now. Because I'm, you know, that's what we're here for tonight, is to answer questions. Speedy recovery is in order. You think, what's going to recover speedily there, Tim? Oh, for me, getting out of my procedure today, I'm doing better. I'm doing better. Yeah, it's been, I was groggy almost all day. And I was told not to drive today. So it's been a challenge for me. So in anyway, let's see, John Blake, is it true that the Ukrainian army or someone hit a Russian ship? I've seen a report that they sunk a Russian ship. Actually, they hit it now. The latest I saw, I've not had a chance to read that article yet, but I've seen the headline that said they sunk it. So we'll see. I will have to follow up on that. I'm a little bit behind on things today. I haven't done the level of news reading I normally do. I know I normally spend at least 2 hours scanning through articles and emails. So I'm on the email chain from a lot of people in the power grid defense community, intelligence community. You know, I've got friends that are generals, ambassadors. So I've got some contacts, and I spend a lot of time scanning their inputs usually, but today I've been out of it. GG, I understand Russia has been using all of their old equipment before they used the, yeah, that's what I've understood too. That is something that's been said by multiple sources actually. So that may be part of it. Let's see here. Is that SLM says, well, from Scotland, Georgia, and Ohio, retired in Costa Rica. Okay, hi SLM. All right. Oops, jumped on me. What am I missing here? By the way, guys, we're going to get more serious about the survival tribe formation. Now's the time to do it. I do think we got a little time, but just a little time. I mean, let's see. Brian O'Shea, yeah, Poland is a different deal. We're putting troops in Poland a lot. What bugs me, of course, is the fact that Europe don't put up near what we do. We're putting more of our money and our blood and our young sons and daughters on the line in Europe than Europe does. That bugs me. You know, honestly, I wonder why the heck we're there. Why are we in NATO? It wouldn't be in NATO, I guess, without us. But holy smoke, why are we there? Wow. So, hey, Arnold, how you doing? 34. Very good. Finest planet. Hi, Greg and fellow humans. Yeah. Who was the other guy with the other? There we go. Alpha Omega Supply. Yeah, we got to check him out a little bit. Chuck C's Occam's Razor. Hey, y'all. Was told to watch you through Northern. Okay, very good. Welcome to the channel, Chuck. So yeah, Northern is a great guy. Yeah, I was on his channel last night, called into it. So let's see, North Shore Preparedness is this channel. He's up in Ontario. Alpha Omega Survivor. Have you heard of this Tiamat theory? I've heard about it and wanted your opinion. I have heard of it. I'm not delved into it. What I saw on the surface looked really fishy. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm thinking about Tiamat. Excuse me. That's there's another thing. What do you call it? Tiamat's separate. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. What is it everybody's talking about right now? It's it does start with a T. Oh, shoot, can't remember the name of it right now. Tiamat is the planet that supposedly struck. Yeah, now the Sumerians have a similar story, by the way. So I don't remember. Thea, I think is what we call it in science. I think Tiamat is the Sumerian name for it. Similar kind of story that, you know, is as interpreted by Sitkin, that is. Some people say the Sumerians didn't really think that, but you know, so that's debatable. But there's a theory that Earth got struck by another planet, and what you hear is that modern scientists think that. They think Earth got hit by a Mars-sized planet. They think it was a glance and blow. Well, where did that planet go if it was a glance and blow? I say that didn't happen. So what I think happened is the following. I think something is bigger than the moon, probably bigger, slammed into Earth, straight on, not a glance and blow. You get that much gravity between two bodies, there's not going to be a glance and blow and the other one goes bye-bye. It was a boom collision. When that collision, the Earth, you know, if you ever go out and melt a pot of lead, what happens when you melt lead or any metal like that is the impurities, the crust floats to the top. Well, Earth was heated, ginormous planet. So what happened? The heavy metals sunk to the bottom and the lighter elements floated to the top. These became the crust of Earth. These elements were probably evenly distributed. It only makes sense that they were evenly distributed around the world. Just like if you look on the pot of molten lead, and I melted lead to cast nug kibbles for old-timey smoke poles. Can you cram the kibble down the mouth of the pole for my old-fashioned nugs? That's evenly distributed. It don't clump for the most part. It's evenly distributed, a crust like that is. So if you see Earth, we have an asymmetry. We've only got about a third of our crustal material on the surface of the Earth. The continents only make out about a third of the surface area of the Earth. I would submit the Earth was hit so hard that a whole bunch of this stuff just blew out into space. It's just like we got all the little balls hanging from a little swing set. You know, you got a whole row of balls, and you pull one up and you drop it, and bang, when it hits, the ball pops out on the other side. I will say that's what happened to Earth. This thing hit Earth, and on the other side, it blew out a chunk. It blew out 2/3 of our crustal material and maybe a little bit of, you know, mantle and possibly a little bit of core-like material. That's what formed the moon. And the interesting thing is the density of the moon is about the same as the density of our continental crust. We're missing 2/3 of our continental crust. The moon has the density of the continental crust, and Earth's core is bigger proportionally than it normally would be for a planet our size. So maybe it was a contribution from another planet. Call it whatever you will. I think we absorbed that planet. And that's probably the reason there's a lot of blobs and stuff down inside of Earth too, that the scientists are marveling over right now, and they can't make sense out of. So what I have thought for many years is I never bought that glance and blow idea because it didn't make sense to me. All these astrophysicists, Earth took a glance and blow. Well, where did the glance and blow planet go to? Where did it go? You know, a Mars-sized planet hit Earth on a glance and blow. You know, two planets don't, you know, they got so much gravity, they ain't just going to come in and have a glance and blow, I don't think. I think we took a direct hit from something and swallowed it. Basically, our planet absorbed it. And the result of that impact was it knocked crustal material off Earth and formed the moon. That's what I think. So there you go. You asked the question, you got my answer. I think initially Earth had rings like Saturn, and those rings coalesced into the moon. Some of it fell back on Earth, and some of it got blown away into space. So all the material wasn't left here. And some of it probably left the Earth Sun system. The lighter materials, the lighter elements, a lot of it went bye-bye. And then the comets that were still hitting us brought us a lot of the water. Some of it came from, deep into Earth and from comets too, probably. Anyway, so let me go down here and see what everybody's saying. So you ask and you receive. Now we're going to get a question about worm compost. Hey, Vicky, how are you doing? I still need to call you. I'm behind with so many things here. Just get off the phone with North Shore. Oh, well, very good there, Arnold. Very good. Lee covered. What did Lee cover? Oh yeah, by the way, guys, the wife of go to Lee's channel and check this out. The wife of the guy who's got the GSM Grandson Minimum channel has come up missing, and they're looking for her. So if you're up in New York, you might want to pay attention. SLM, that's okay. KLW will confirm the sinking of that ship. Maybe they did. Maybe they did. I saw an article that claimed it was sunk, but I did not investigate it any further. Just because I see an article claiming something don't mean that I'm going to say that happened, because there's a lot of, there's a lot of chaff out there right now. So you got to kind of collaborate things and to make sense out of it. Are ETs real? There's something going on, Ben. I kind of tend to think it's demonic. There's something out there. What is it? I'm leaning toward the demonic end of the spectrum. I think they're from right here. I don't think they're from out there. I think they're from right, whatever they are. I think they're from right here. And I think they're interdimensional because they just pop in and out. Boom, 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 boom. We don't see a whole boatload of spaceships going back and forth in deep space somewhere. I think they're here, and I think they've been here for a very long time. So I think that, yeah. Where do they come from originally? Maybe they came from up there. But I don't see them as being good and redeeming in any fashion. Maybe there are some that are the angels. But I think, there may be demons and angels, or whatever you want to call them. And maybe that's just the way we see them. GG, did Wise Al get my email with number? We'll have to ask her, Matterman. Bob, he said, love my channel. Okay. Taz, the tribes will be good because we could all communicate. Right. We got to be doing that. And also the Freedom Restoration Foundation is working on what might be a good communication protocol for us. So that hopefully work with us, Tammy. My neck of the woods. There you go, Brian. Kel, what's up there, big dog? This is Big B. Just thought I would check in. How you doing, Brian? All right, so Jim's Thunder. Hey, we have a lot of thunder right here tonight. Are we looking at a period of extended winters in North Dakota? Yeah, you did get that, didn't you? And also, well, it's been warm down here, but we've not had a hard winter about last 4 winters. So we've had mild winters in my area, but I understand they had 10 inches of snow in Oregon today. That's a lot of snow for April, right? Mid-April. Yeah, I think it's Finland that's leading the pack to join NATO, and Sweden will probably be right behind. Finland's actually invaded Russia once, so Russia is really not happy about that. Well, what's happened is that Putin's attempt to contain NATO may be backfiring, and especially in that he's got a lot of countries scared now that he's going to invade them. And Finland has had to fight Russia before, so they're not keen on that idea. But the geopolitics I'm referring to has got to do with how much land area that Russia has to defend on the borders. And that's why I'm going to submit that they're going to keep going forward if they can, that they will invade more countries. They do not want Finland joining, because if Finland joins, that's greatly going to extend the land they're going to have to defend. back in the Soviet days, Russia had the corridors that they had to defend down about, I think, 800 miles. Now it's 2,000 miles, and that don't include Finland. So I will go more into that. That's a big part of the geopolitics. So we'll discuss that, and that's a lot of what's behind what I'm going to bring to y'all in subsequent videos. So it all does play in together. Bicycle rider, grade, sir. What do you think about the one world order, the Illuminati doing most of what you're talking about? Doing what I'm talking about? Well, what am I talking about that the Illuminati is doing? Now, I have done a video in which I wondered if Putin wasn't really just playing bad cop for Klaus Schwab. I got to be careful. I will be banned from this platform if I go in and talk, you know what theory. It starts with the C. It's actually verboten. They say in the written rules, they will ban you if you talk about certain things. They will shut you down. It's like no warnings. I do talk and skirt around this. I may have already stepped too far into it. I have to watch it very carefully. There's a reason I started something called the Freedom Restoration Foundation. I do not believe in I don't believe in globalization. Okay. Well, yeah, I can't say I don't believe in it. It's been occurring. I'm not for it. There's reasons I tell you guys to spend your money locally. Listen to the video I did, and I'm talking about this really, why it's more value for us to be as independent as possible. In the video I did with Jason Avers, just night, was last night, no, before last. Everything's running together for me right now. After I've had my procedure, the video I just did with Jason Avers, I believe that was last night. So look at that video. Pay attention to. Yeah, I've done some videos which are very borderline on these topic areas. It really get me in trouble if I'm not careful though. How we do this? Yeah, I'm going to touch on this more in another video too that I'm going to bring out. But they've got their game. They're playing their game. Of course, they're playing us. I'll tell you some propositions on my channel for you to survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. Staying out of the hive is not being under the dominance of a global system or anybody else for that matter. I'm not saying, not only am I against the idea of having a governance structure that spans the world, I think nations are too big. I think every nation on earth is evil and corrupt, including ours and every other one. I don't think there's any exceptions to that. So maybe there might be some little kingdom somewhere, maybe some tribe. I think for your nation states, especially your big ones, they're all wicked evil. That's what I think. Not just evil, but wicked evil. Every single one of them. I'm for having power at the lowest level possible, maybe the county seat. That's about as big as I want to see any country personally. So I'll go more into that in the future, but the other things. But I definitely, power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. We can't have an international order running the world without us being all squashed. It would be, I don't think it's going to be a pretty thing. And then you got nowhere to run. So I hope I've answered your question as obliquely as I can and directly at the same time. And I hope I still have a channel tomorrow morning after describing that. All right, so let's see, what's everybody else saying? Tammy Carver, can worm compost and tea be used in hydroponics in place of the usual nutrients? Absolutely. Actually, it's usually used in like an aquaponics style system. But either way, yeah, it can be used. In fact, it's called vermiponics. There's people who take worm tea and grow plants, and they're usually not growing edible plants, but it wouldn't make any difference if you keep the fruit out of the solution and don't get any splatter on it. For longer stalk things, I don't know if I'd grow lettuce that way, but it's not much different. Yeah, if you wash it off good, it should be fine if you handle it properly. But there are a lot of greenhouses grow flowers in pure worm tea. Think about that. So yeah, you can. So you might want to give that a try. Just remember, you want to aerate it or use a crocky type method if you're doing it, a la hydroponics method. Okay there, bud, you just take as much time as you need to recover. Jake's wife, Marriott, was going to the hospital this afternoon, sick with septic shock. She got disoriented and got lost. Arnold, have they found her? Arnold? Yeah, I was thinking about going to his channel and just taking everybody there later. Have they found Marriott? Vicky, for what it's worth, I've been touting your channel and your connections, especially those involved with protection and alcohol fuel vehicles everywhere I can. Well, thank you, Vicky. Appreciate that. Taz says, most patriots of Finland and Sweden don't want NATO. They don't like the, yeah, I agree with that, Taz. I agree with that part. That's what got us in trouble that's really what got us in trouble in Afghanistan. The Taliban rose up real fast when they flew that multicolored flag, if you know what I mean. They put that up on the military base and then it was all over. You don't flaunt stuff in people's face like that and expect that things are going to be A-okay. Because there's people that are going to react, especially in that part of the world. So whether you're for that stuff or not, I'm going to tell you what, you cannot go in that part of the world and do that. You will not go far with that kind of action over there. That's why the Taliban rose up real fast and had the momentum they had, is because a lot of people got very mad over there. And they were fighting mad and they fought and they kicked us out. Why? Because we put a certain flag on our bases. That's what did it. That's what triggered it. Was it smart? So let's see here. Jesse, Ben, I hope there's ETs. People can't be the most intelligent in the universe. I always tell you, folks, that we have a greater creator. She was found and is in medical care. All right, very good. Thank you, Arnold. Appreciate that. Brian Kell, personally, I think that's what the red rock in Australia is. I don't think that's where the meteor hit, but a big red rock. Well, that is a big curiosity. All right, SLM, I believe God will tell us how he made the earth one day. Oh, there you go. Well, maybe one day we'll get the whole enchilada. But you know, if he tells us everything, we'll be very bored. I think that's why he leads us to discover a lot of stuff. We'll be very bored if we know everything there is to know. So hopefully it leaves us something to discover. But yeah, maybe he'll tell us some stuff at least. John in the Spirit, I smashed the like, been listening to you and glad you're okay. Great. Well, thank you. Thank you there, John in the Spirit. And we got 80 likes now, but we got 108 in the room. So we really do need to up the like count, guys. Please help me out my channel. The algorithms have been hitting me pretty hard. So, oh, well, he fits us in the house. I figure air, water, and food. Well, those are important things there. Will he fix it? So what I was saying earlier is basically, I think we got this spring and summer and maybe this fall to get things worked out. After that, bets are off. Also, the food shortages, this winter, next winter, they're going to be acute. It's next winter that you really got to worry the most about, because that's when we will be dependent on the harvest from this year, which ain't coming in. So that's when things are going to get ugly in many, many ways. Next winter can be a really rough winter, folks. Grow your garden. Go buy seeds. Check out my link that I've shown so many of my videos to True Leaf Market. Get your seeds, guys, and grow your garden. Watch the last video I just did with Jason Avers. There's also a link in that video, the one I did with him before, about growing on 1/10 of an acre, how you can feed your family, how it takes a little over 1,000 square foot to meet all the needs of one person, and how the Dervaes family also does that out in Pasadena, California. Oh yeah, by the way, and I'm gonna do a video hopefully with Katie when New Days Old Ways. So somebody who says, well, I'm in Maine, there's no way I could do this in Maine. No, they were in Vermont. There's no way I can do this up in the Northeast. But guess what? Katie crushes it up in Maine. She really does. And so we've been going through some of the numbers. So I'm going to bring her on. We're going to do an interview with her, and we need to start a video series with her to talk about herbs and things like that. We've done one video about them. We need to pick that up and make that a regular series. Let's see. Taz, Kathy, I agree. They even warned the. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to say it, but yeah, you're right. So, oh, what happened? I just lost where I was at. Oh, I don't know. It's aggravating on this computer. Sometimes the line scrolls way off from where I'm trying to get it to go. I don't have to click through it and see if I can get back to where it was. Hang on, guys. I don't be careful with Lee. Oh. Ryan Kell, hey, what's up with the big dog? Yeah, okay, I saw that. All right. Well, there are nutrients in worm tea, especially if you brew it right. But I actually like to use aquaponics water to make my worm tea. Let's see. I'm trying to get back to where it was. I scrolled down too fast and I lost my spot. I'm trying to cover everybody's comments. Jason Smith, do you believe the Earth's flat? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You think the Earth's flat? I got something for you. I got a couple messages. For one, be careful. There's wormholes around here. And where's the other one? Oh, there it is. Danger. Don't fall off the edge. Y'all see all that? No, I do not believe they're flat. I know it's not flat. It's not a matter of belief. Hey, Halo, happy Thursday. Yeah, it's a Thursday morning now. All right, let's see here. I figure, all right, now I'm catching up. This is where I was at. Dr. Walt Brown's hydro plate sound, I don't know what that is. Tammy Carter, can worm compost and tea be used in? Yeah, I already answered that. Let's see here. Beautiful moon tonight. Oh, well, it's raining out here. I can't see nothing. Thanks, Greg. YT put a channel on named Hush Puppy, and he talks about this Tiamat. So I figured, I think I was a better person to ask. Okay, Hush Puppy. I'll have to check Hush Puppy out in a little bit, see what that is. So we'll go check out the Hush Puppy channel. In fact, I'm going to open it up while we're talking here. Give me just a second. Gotta find Hush Puppy. I hope it's not a zillion channels that name. If there is, I'm not going to search. We'll see if I can find it fast. Hush Puppy. Well, zillion things in there. I think I found it. We'll look at it here shortly. No, I didn't want to subscribe. What the heck? I was just trying to click on it. Hang on, guys. That's probably it. Tiamat capture. Oh. Yeah, I don't know about this guy. Oh, well. All right. Interesting. Let's come back into the chat here. Rena, I like that description of missing continental crust. Well, thank you. John the Spirit. Sorry, I've been missing the lives. I've been busy trying to get things ready for the garden. There you go. That's worthy of doing. I'm glad to know they found Jake's wife. That's good. Hope she's okay. Greg, if United Kingdom says Ukraine anti-ship missiles and they hit Russian ships, it's going to get wild. Well, that could happen. As Russia's been saying, supplying munitions to Ukraine, they could treat it as an act of war. And they've actually said they would shoot U.S. and NATO vehicles carrying weapon systems into Ukraine. They've said that. So we got all kind of room for escalation, my friends. All kind of room for escalation. Greg, my grandfather told me a UFO story when he was in the Navy. Ooh. Well, if it's short enough, you can share it. Feel free to share it. When was he in the Navy, by the way, Taz? Now you're back. Interstellar. Okay, Brian. It flew next to the ship, and a bunch of sailors seen it. Oh, well, that's happened many times. Aliens prefer the cold. That's why they live in Antarctica. Maybe they prefer the dark. Have you seen a demon? Well, that's a good question, Bicycle Rider. That's a good question. If an alien's a demon, that's a possibility. Status quo, how you doing, bud? All right. Well, if it's Greg, my bride worked Amy, what? Amy place she, I don't know, follow what you're saying there, Willie. Russia will fix Finland. Wow. In what way? Okay, ask for praise that God's, praise God, that's wonderful news. Okay, talking about finding the wife there. Okay. My bride is mad to work aerospace. Okay. All right, Willie. Ryan, it showed all day, supposed to snow for 3 days. Oh, snowed all day, 3 days. Wow. Well, Napoleonic Hitler, says Brian Kill. All right, Mouthpiece Media. Hello, Greg, reviewing your content on microgreens. Well, very good. That's content is worth watching. Appreciate you looking at that, guys. Yeah, the garden videos, my microgreens videos, those are really important videos. I got a lot more content I could post. I had a whole series of videos that I'd filmed I was going to post, and back in the day, my preppers were fussing at the ones I were posting, so they were getting hot and mad. They didn't want to see that stuff, so I just quit posting it. But I think today people that are with me are a little bit more tolerant to that kind of stuff, so maybe reintroduce some of that. Jesse Mills talking to Brian. Let's see what did Brian say. I missed it. Oh, that girl. Hey, Greg. I gave some of my free range worms a new home today. I read them up. It works. I feel like a worm whisperer. All right, very good. Hey, Connie, how you doing? Good to see you. Big hug to see you. Let's see. Madam Groswazo, thank you. RJ Sunflowers, Russian warship explodes in Black Sea and on fire. Yeah, I read an article that said it sunk. I don't know for a fact. So, but I did read an article that said it sunk. Okay, guys, remember we are a family channel here. Don't, be careful your language. We got to keep it family friendly. All right, bicycle rider Green Greg's. Excuse me, I do not know what will get you in trouble. I can't. Okay. That's all right. Well, bicycle rider, you don't read the rules. I have, and there are certain things that we just got to be very, very careful with on this platform. YouTube is not a freedom of speech platform. Let me repeat that. It is not. So I have to be very careful what I say on here. But as the platform that has most people, I could possibly start a channel on another platform, but I'd get like very few views. I'm struggling to get views on this platform. So it would dilute my time and effort. I have a hard time finding time to make any of these videos. I'm extremely far behind on so many things right now. It's pretty pathetic. So I've got lots to do. All right, good. I'm glad she's found. All politicians and roles are crooked. You're right, Brian. That's the way I see it. You ever see, there's 10 commandments. What's one of those 10 commandments? Thou shalt not lie. Show me a politician that does not violate that commandment. Very few. Very few. So if you're thinking this one politician is better than that politician, they're all corrupt. Greg, you sure got that right, says Vicky. Okay. I got to catch up your comments so I can get them when I'm reading them when I'm saying something. All right, let's see. Everybody's talking to each other. Good. Vermiponics. There you go, says Tammy. Now you got it. So Brian, yes, worm compost and aquaponics work very well together. I've done it. Full solar. Very good. We'll fix it. My worms came with my house. Worm moon, then the poked up. Yeah, we just had the worm moon, guys. We need hogs on Mars. The very idea of a vegetarian planet is gross. There you go. We need hogs on Mars. Absolutely. Well, I know all that fine red soil on Mars is good for. Growing cotton. Just got to put some greenhouses, get the place a little hotter. Skunk Ape Farm, off grid says, I drink a gallon of worm tea a day. Oh my gosh, Skunk Ape. Well, I always tell people either make them grow or make them go. I just don't know where it's going to make them go to. I don't know if it's the head or the morgue. But you know what's funny? I had a guy told me that he had a friend that put worm tea in the refrigerator and he accidentally drunk it. And he was a very tall boy. And I told him, so, well, I know what it did to you. Well, do not recommend drinking it, okay? I will not do that. Besides his fine musical career, have you been associated with Jeff Skunk Baxter in your time? No, I don't know him, status quo. Jeff Baxter, I don't know him. Should I? Is he local? John Spirit, my worms are still about a foot down. Okay. Well, you got some cold weather there. Tim Casper, I'm showing 96 in my room and only 16 thumbs up. Well, you got to hit the refresh button. Echo in the Forest, chopped worm chili is the best recipe. Well, worms have a nutty flavor. Red worms too. It actually uses a nut substitute in cookies and brownies. Try that on. Am I going to buy an electric car? Not if it's got the kill switches and all the stuff they're talking about on their end. They want to be able to give it automatic drive. They're probably going to get in that car and it's going to lock the doors and speed you to the police station. I don't want no part of that. Okay, where's Elon taking us to? Mars? He'd like to. Maybe he will. Hey, I got a better idea. Venus. I got videos talking about my habitat concept. Hey, I figured out how to settle Venus. It's a lot easier than Mars, believe it or not. We also wrote a book about hogs on Mars. Whole book about that? Wow. Get a Flintstone card. There you go, Wise Al. I was actually thinking about that. I thought it'd be really cool to make a little Flintstone car, and just for fun. Ding, 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 ding. All right. Yeah, that's right, Granny. How high, not how high, not halo. When I say halo, it's for me. When I'm talking about, it's a way to make a greeting, halo, but it's also altitude liftoff, a program I started years ago for launching hybrid rockets and balloons, altitude balloons. Let's see. I got the feet for. What have I got the feet for nowadays? You talking about me? All right, let's see here. Drops. All right, good to see drops. Yeah, I've had a headache most of the day. It's just now gone away. The Russian ship was hit with an anti-ship missiles from Ukraine. That's what I heard, Arnold. That's what the article I saw said in the title, but I did not read the article yet. I'm a bit behind today. Copperheads, aspirin, and Joe Pawiti sweats it out. I want a Starlink, says Brian. Oops, I think I just went all the way to the bottom. Was that what I needed to do? Yeah, it was pretty close. Hitting the sack. Okay, Ben, good night. Holly here. I'm a Karanakawa Kilda. We are a little known group. We are survivors, traditions passed down, wild foods, herbs. Okay, Raleigh, tell us more about it. For starters, what is a Karanakawa Kilda? Is that a particular tribe of some sort? What is that? Oh, North Carolina, white dent corn. Well, I've heard of white dent corn. There, Kathy. It was one of the varieties I used to grow when I was a kid. They had yellow dent and white dent. In fact, white dent used to make some of the biggest corn cobs. When I was a kid, I had a corn cob yay big around. I made a pipe out of it. Boy, that was a big one. Yeah, I made corn cob pipes when I was a kid. I can't find decent corn cobs anymore. Most of the corn, they've re-engineered to have smaller cobs. I guess it's inefficient to grow cob off the stock. Starf, have you ever eaten a live worm? My grandpa said if you do, you're guaranteed to have a good fishing day. No, I've seen a couple of people do it live on YouTube, though. I've got a YouTube buddy who's actually a subscriber to this channel who's done it live on his channel. So he's not in the room tonight. Maybe he'll pop in. Titan would be better than Mars. Well, it might be, Jason. Might be. But I made a good case for Venus. You need to check it out. Hickory cane. Low high. Oh. Greetings and blessings to y'all from Butterfield, West Virginia. Well, hey, Troy, how you doing? Yeah, fiddleheads are very good. They have brown papery stuff on them and a U shape to the inside of the stem. Stem is smooth with hairs on it. Okay, yeah. Fiddlehead ferns. How do we get into that? But I must have missed a note somebody left up there. Fry amaranth mushrooms. Right. Let's see here. Uh-oh. Now we're getting ahead of me. 40 kids. Wow, drops. And you poison snakes in Maine. Well, there weren't none in Alaska either. Let's see, I made a little bit of girls out of it. I made a little bit of grits. Oh, grits. Okay, Kathy. Oh, yeah, the white dent. Okay, I got it. I got it. Tennessee Bushcrafter, how you doing? Well, that sounds like a good name. I have to check out a few of the channels here from other people. Cloud Cities from Venus. Exactly, Jason. Well, I've actually done some engineering on that, so you have to check out my videos. I mentioned in my Universal Habitat video, and I got a video on my Galactic Greg's channel where I talk it. So go see my Galactic Greg's channel. Yeah, I don't see those fiddleheads around here either. I've never seen one growing in this area. So I got to agree with Tennessee on that. Kathy, just one over state line in Tennessee. There's a righty. So let's see, I'll be putting in comments real fast. I'm gonna try dandelion wine. I've heard of it in the song. Sophia Contreras says, can you please give a link to bulletproof stuff? You erased video? What? No, I didn't. I didn't erase the video. All right, hang on. We'll go look at my channel, guys. Hang on a minute. Didn't erase the video on that. Hope it hadn't been taken off. I'm going to open my channel here. I didn't erase it. That don't mean that it didn't get knocked off. So we're going to look at some stuff, guys. So here we go. We're going to go share screens. All right, so this is the time we're going to do this. I should log in the channel from my laptop so I can keep up with the chat there as we're going in. I got to do an update with this thing. And we're going to go here and look at my channel here. And what happens is, you know, sometimes if you don't know how to navigate on YouTube, you lose sight of things that are still there. So I'm going to show y'all how to do that. I don't think that video has been taken off at all. So what we're going to do here is the following. If you want to see the videos that's on the channel, what you see when you first come on the channel is the playlist. It's not ever a video. It's what's been added to the various playlists. For example, I got this playlist here that you, what? Oh, I got to jump to the bottom. I hate on my computer screen. It pops around like that. There's my nuclear survival playlist. Here's my worm vermiculture playlist. And these are just the latest videos I posted. But, you know, you get, even if you click the arrow over here, it's only going to show them going out so far. Luckily for here, this is the video that you're asking about. It's still there. But let me show you another way to find things. Go on the channel and hit videos. When you hit videos, you can just scroll down and you see all the videos, whether they're in a playlist or not. And it doesn't go by playlist. You can sort them by, the default is the latest one first. But if you want to see the oldest video, you can do that. You can click that and it shows you the oldest video. There's my oldest two videos, are both on aquaponics. So 3 out of 4 of my oldest videos were on aquaponics. And I did just a few more, and I haven't done aquaponics videos for a while. I'll do more in the future. So if you search by most popular, you're going to see my worm video pop up. 5 keys to raising worms, 460,000 views. There are channels the size of mine that have videos that got millions of views. I'm not that fortunate now. In fact, I went almost a year without getting over 5,000 views on a video, or over 6,000, something like that, which was crazy considering I used to get 10,000 pretty regularly. I'm telling you, my channel is shadow banned. That's why I need help with the algorithms. So, yeah, these are the most popular videos. So you don't take long to get down in that 10,000, 12,000 range here. You know, I have to scroll far down. See, I've got actually almost 1,000 videos right here now, I think. There's a lot of videos. See, you know, there's how to grow microgreens for money. Long March rocket video. This is one of my videos that recently broke the ranks. That one, I had 2 videos that really went up there. That one and one I did with Stacy Savicki. So this one, yeah, broke the 5,000 Yeah, I had a ceiling of 5,000. I was having a hard time rising above, which kind of blew my mind. But those two videos broke it. So, and then if you want to see the latest video, just click newest. This is a good way to sort through a channel. If I go back, or I could just click home. Let's go. Let's just click home. This is the home page. Now this comes from a tool. You won't see this, but I see it. This comes from a tool that I bought called TubeBuddy. I subscribe to that for channel analytics. As a YouTuber, that's a good tool to have. But what you see, so I got it says I got 975 videos. I think I've actually deleted a few, and I don't think it counts videos I've hidden. So yeah, I'm getting close to 1,000 videos now. So again, you can find that video, the one you're asking for, even here on a playlist by going over here and clicking this button. But it's there. This is it. Expedient armor options. Now I chose not to monetize that because I figured it was going to get me in trouble if I did. So I didn't. There's no ads with that video. Yet it didn't really perform all that well. Everybody told me they wanted to see more prepping videos, and they got angry with all my ads and all my ad talking. So I did a video where I do that, and what did it buy me? Pretty poor performance. The only videos that's got less performance has been like my flea market video. I don't expect these live videos sometimes to do that well. But a video like this should have got 2,000 views, but it didn't. So there you are. Well, it should have got 2,000 views compared to what I put out. But guys, look at these topics. This video here should have 40,000 views. So should this one. What's it got? 2.7, 1.6. Yeah, that's pretty pathetic. Pretty pathetic. Those are very important videos there, and they got very few views considered. So yeah, if y'all would share my videos, it would really help out. All right, so we're going to go, and oh yeah, that's my channel again there. Let's go through it. Let's talk about some stuff here. I'll check what you guys are saying real quick. Check the messages real fast, see where we're at. I've been to the moon in quite a while. We're trying to build stuff to get back there, though. In fact, that's what I'm going to be working on tomorrow. The video had great bulletproof steel for $50. There you go. Let's say the word nug kibbles. Let's watch what we're talking, how we talk on here. I remember NYU paper years ago where researchers neutralized HIV. DC current. Well, how much DC current can you pass through yourself without? I don't know. So there's a lot of questions about that kind of stuff. Yeah, they're blocking me, I think, Granny. So that's why I need help with algorithms. Kimberly says, love your videos. Thank you, Kimberly. Appreciate that. Fish is like, oh my gosh, and I know I am so sorry. Oh, what happened to your rabbit cages there, Tennessee? 12 inches of rain. Whoa. Tennessee, that's rough. Tennessee, where you at in Tennessee? Perry McClure's in the house. All right. Reading some Sweden. All right, Perry McClure. Is Sweden going to join NATO? What do you think about that, Perry? Perry is over there in Viking land. Perry, you missed my latest videos from the flea market. I like to drive out and show all the vines hanging around and tell you it's Vinland. Yeah, those tornadoes did mess up a lot of folks. So here we are. We're on the weather page now. This is the area that storms are going through, where you see all this air rushing north here. And let's see, we could change it. Temperatures right now. I got snow like crazy out here. I heard Oregon had 10 inches of snow. Wow, it's kind of cold up in Alberta there, Jason. Kind of cold up there in your neighborhood. So anyway, let's see here. Alaska, Fairbanks. Let's see. I could scroll in, but oh, I meant Arnold. Sorry about that, Arnold. Yeah, Arnold's up here in we got Jason Smith and Arnold Smith. Sorry about that, Arnold. Arnold's up here in Alberta. Yeah, some cold. It's colder in Alberta than it is in Alaska right now, for the most parts. So let's switch this real quick and look at rainfall, rain and thunder. There we go. The rain and thunder, the spell we're under. Olive right here. Well, our main line actually has already passed through here, so I don't know why it's looking like it's to the west of me. Yeah, I'll live right here. I can check my radar in a minute, make sure something had snuck in on me. Hang on. Jason, area 51. Are you in area 51, Jason? Few days ago, they can keep that snow out west. Perry, Sweden will be in NATO. Finland will join NATO. This will start World War III for real. Might do it. Might do it. And Russia's moving a lot of hardware up there to try to intimidate those countries from joining. You know, if we can just back off, if we can just back off and not fight, Russia's going to collapse. But we can't let them just run over every country, though, either within NATO. But why is the United States part of this? Why is the United States part of it? I'm going to check my radar on this thing to see what it's showing there. Because I don't think this, no. All this stuff is past to the east of me by a good bit. So this has got a time lag on it. That's what that's telling me. Or maybe that's just the record. Let me see. I'm not reading that right anymore. No, that's the thunder that's occurred. Okay. And we had a lot of thunder, a lot of lightning here. In fact, I went out and did a video of that thunder and lightning a little bit ago. All right, so this is more like an accumulation. So we can't go back and look at rain accumulation. Okay, let's go back to rain and thunder. The spell we're under. So this is where you're getting 10 inches right in here. Wow. A lot of tornadoes, guys. It wasn't that bad here. It wasn't that bad here. Sometimes I like to look at rain accumulation, look over the next several days. Looks like we're going to get a lot of rain down here in my neck of the woods, which I really want to do some work with a skid steer. I'm not going to be able to do it if everything's that wet. Well, I go to 10 days and then you get like even Maine's getting rain. Rain in Maine falls mainly on the plain. All right, so let's go back to whoop. Man. All right, Snowflake is Sholo, excuse me. Sholo is 37 degrees. Snowflake is 41 degrees. 41 degrees in Snowflake. How you doing, Jesse? Jesse's in the house. Jesse's from this area. And over here, roughly 64. This is after, it was in the 70s, guys. It actually got up to 80 today. 80 degrees. Hazel green is 64. All right, that's as close as the instruments are to me. I'll live right here. Tennessee border is right here. I'm 8 miles from the Tennessee border. All right, let's look at earthquakes. Let me kill that. Bing, earthquakes. Not much going on. You know, the Juan de Fuca plate, as usual. And this little spot right here in Texas is like perpetual earthquake center. What is going on there? If we had Doug in here, we'd have to ask him. Tennessee Bushcrafter 84. Tennessee, I'm going to look up your channel a little bit. Always a bunch of stuff lately out here in the tip of the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, right here. Apparently, it's having some earthquake activity. Let's scroll out. I can't see the world. The Ring of Fire is always active. Right there. Pretty good size one. Far from Anchorage. All right, enough of that map. The space weather. Now the sun threw out a CME, which should be hitting us any time, but it threw it out from a basically a coronal hole, not your sunspots. And we're expecting a level 2 CME storm here in the next couple of days. Geomagnetics, yeah, here it is, G2 class. CME is heading for Earth, propelled by an unexpected eruption of a dead sunspot. Dead sunspot. Wow. No, how's the dead sun? How dead is it when it's throwing out CMEs of that power? Wow, guys, that's pretty wild. Pretty wild. Not a whole lot on the surface of the sun, just a couple of little sunspots right now. Yeah, it's been pretty active though. Yet there's a good size aurora occurring right now. Check that out, guys. That's pretty strong aurora. That's where it's visible. When you see the yellow in it, that's getting fairly strong. When it's red, it's really strong. Yeah, the magnetic pole is moving fast. 28 in Utah, okay. 45 in Maine. Wolfman Jackal, how you doing? Star Wolf, has the alien invasion started yet? Star Wolf, they've been here. Whatever they are. Terrence McKenna made an interesting quote once upon a time. He said, we're in a symbiotic relationship with an entity that disguises itself as an alien invasion so as not to frighten us. Say what? Excuse me? Like, they're far worse than an alien invasion would be? I mean, what's an alien invasion? If we got invaded by space aliens, it'd be total obliteration of everything like we know it. It'd be like, make war with Russia look like a Sunday school picnic. So something, we're in a symbiotic relationship with something that disguises itself as an alien invasion so as not to alarm us. Wow. Wow. That's a scary quote. Now here's your coronal hole. Here it's throwing out a lot of solar wind. The flare prospects are back down now. They're not as high as they were. Asteroid approaches, and we're on the 15th now. The 16th here. No, we're 14th. Okay, so here's our asteroid approaches from here down. Nothing coming between us and the moon that we know of. Of course, they always find them after the fact, like this one that went 6/10 of the distance between the Earth and the moon. So there's nothing to really be scared of that we know of right now in the next, few weeks. Next couple of weeks. That's what that chart tells us. All right, enough of all that. So we've had fun with that. So let's go exploring. We're going to go YouTube and ding, 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 ding. All right, let's go back to our chat room here. Where's it at? There's the Hush Puppy channel. Look here, guys. This is what I'm talking about. Hush Puppy has not even 9,000 subscribers, 8,500. Hush Puppy gets almost as many views as I get. See what I'm talking about? Wow. So how is that? Somebody, well, the channel is so much smaller. Like 10 times smaller than mine gets the same number of views that I get. I see that almost everywhere I look. There's very few exceptions. Channels my size always get more views than mine, except for mine. Why is that? I keep asking that question. I ask you guys if you've got any answers to that. Being banned is the only thing I can come up with. So here's some interesting videos. All right, so we're going to look for, let's see, where's it? Here we are. Smoke break. Be right back, says Brian. Tennessee Bushcracker. We're going to go to, well, it moved on me. We're going to go to your channel. Go to channel. Bang. That's what I want to do. Bada bing, bada bang. Let's see what you got, Tennessee. 42 subscribers. Looks like you just started the channel. You start right here. You just started this channel out. I got 2 videos. Rabbitry is rolling. And don't have a title on this one. The title is just the date. Okay. Got some lettuce here. Oh, it's a short. Have any sound? Okay. It's a short video. Is this in the oh, they're both shorts. Okay. Beautiful. Wow. I was about to say they're all white New Zealanders. That's not a white New Zealand. You got something looks like some white New Zealanders mixed in with some other stuff here. Everybody check them out right here. Tennessee Bushcraft. All right, let's see what else we got in here. The end of the empire. Yeah, you might be right. Told you, non-existent. Okay. Well, just checking it out. I like their channel name at least. It's a good channel name. Tennessee Bushcraft. We had another one I wanted to check out. So I can find him. He hadn't left a message in a little bit. Maybe he's gone. Take it to the top. And then come down. Yeah, I'm already missing some messages. It's funny how when I scroll all the way to the top, I don't get everything. That one goes back so far. There's one channel I'm looking for. If I can find him in here. Yeah, yawning. Not seeing him now. He must have came and gone. I'm not seeing him at all. Yeah, he's gone. What I'm looking for. Let's go down the bottom here. My Facebook page are censored and nobody sees them anymore. Uh-oh. Yeah, there's so many things that ban us now. Yeah, make some more vids there, Tennessee. Sure you got the stuff for it. The Invisible Landscape, Terrence McKenna and Brother Dennis. Time wave zero theory is interesting. Well, yeah, unknown Becker. Perry, for telling the truth, I am restricted and banned. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Dead free speech is dead. That's why I started Freedom Restoration Foundation. I need to check it out. And we also are on Facebook, Freedom Restoration Foundation. Just look for it on Facebook. Yeah, I'm needing coffee real bad now. The longer I stay here, the more nested this will get. I stay on the screen. So we're going to go look for some other stuff. Let's see who's out here on YouTube that's live right now. Let's do an update here. Oh yeah, who's this guy? Ring Greg's is live. Canadian prepper. Has he ever done a live video? Put this out an hour ago, and he said the next 48 hours. I think he's concerned about the tank. I hadn't watched that one. I think he's concerned about the tanks rolling into the border of Finland. Sweden, that is. Yeah, Finland. Not Sweden. Well, let's see. KW World News is live. Volcano, space, and they're always live. Weon, that's a pretty good channel out of India. Weon. KSC Newsroom. KSC Newsroom and this space one are probably showing preparations for the wet dress, the space launch system. Yep. Artemis 1 wet dress rehearsal. And guys, that's what I'm going to be working on tomorrow. Keep me up tomorrow night. There it is. Biggest rocket since Saturn V to be erected at the Cape. You know, I should probably run something like that through my Galactic Graves channel. So Galactic, let's see. Galactic Graves. Not apostrophe, and add just simple S. There's a Galactic Greg. He's a preacher. And there's a Galactic Greg's an apostrophe. He has got a cartoon shop. That's the cartoon shop guy. Comic book shop, whatever. I've not put a video in here in a while, but that's me. So check out my Galactic Greg's channel. And this, I've got this in both channels, this universal habitat, but one of them, I click videos, so I see all my videos, irrespective of playlist. If you're interested in space, subscribe to this channel. This is my other channel. I got to do some more videos. The Venus video, and I got updated material, but colonize Venus first. This goes into my case for why we should settle Venus. So check that out. And this video also contains some updates on that Venus habitat concept. This is also my Green Rakes channel. And here's another channel I got. Product Papas. Now this channel, I've only posted 3 videos so far. I've got a lot of video material that I just haven't posted. I've just not had time to post it all. I don't show the channel, but it shows one of my videos. This is the video. That's the channel link right there. Got 133 subs. I think I lost some. So if you're not subscribed to this, now I will put more content. Okay, I got 4 videos on it. I will put more content on when I get a moment. I've just not had any time lately. I'm so far behind. I've actually got videos recorded. All I got to do is upload them for this channel. So I got to get back on that. But one thing I'm considering, guys, if I go back to my channel, Green Regs, if you go down the playlist, oh, thank you, Josh, for sharing my link. If you go down the playlist, I'm taking that out, fun. Soothing Sounds to Sleep by Frogs Wind. This is a 9-hour video with just frog sounds. And here's some frogs and aquaponics video. That's a short one. I think this one's also got geese in it. So this is actually my aquaponics greenhouse 3 years ago. It's a 3-year-old video. Let me put the sound on.
Stop watching aquaponics videos. I did aquaponics for 5 years. I taught classes on aquaponics.
I hate this guy.
Big aquaponics company, and I'm here to tell you.
Shut up.
Just listen to the sounds of paradise in an aquaponics greenhouse. A frog singing outside, water and air bubbling inside. Isn't that just beautiful? Sun's going down, it's dark. I'm here planting lettuce, trying to. The frogs. This is lovely. How could you find a better place to be than this?
I mean, as I'm talking, I just had my mouth shut.
Maybe in the arms of someone you love. Good.
This is lettuce here.
Awesome.
Skipping ahead. It's about nighttime while I'm in there.
Oh, geese. Wow. Geese, frogs, water. Can't beat it. My whole piece of paradise.
All right. Because of that video, the fact that Connie Lingus liked it, I actually did just a video on frogs. And I could take out some of my other frog video. There's the only short I've done so far. Don't do digital dollars. And let's see here. Here's a sleep video right here. 9 hours and 20 minutes. If you need something to sleep by, this video will put you to sleep. Connie tells me she likes it. All right, so I'm gonna stop this and come in and see what everybody's talking about here, guys. Well, the reason I mention all this is I did a rainfall video today, and I'm thinking about just launching a channel that does these kind of videos because they're fairly easy to do and upload, and they can have tremendous advantages to them. There's channels that get millions of views for videos. It's just nothing but sounds like that, and I could do that. Now, here's some channels that I subscribe to here and watch. I think his channel really blew up when mine did because I think he got a lot of subscribers off me. He's all aquaponics. This guy here, John Color, we were talking about him last night. Jason Avers and I were. Of course, here's Diamond. So these are all farming. So I started this channel out to be a farming channel. There's Leak Project. There's a space one. I started this channel out to be a farming channel, but urban gardening, but became a prepping channel. So that's what it is. And if I go in and look at the dynamics of who watches, so chat room, let's see. If I look at the dynamics of who watches my channel and what channels y'all watch, y'all don't watch gardening videos. Y'all watch prepping videos. All the channels y'all watch, the top 15, they're all prepping channels. Except one's financial advice. And every now and then you watch a homestead channel that covers a couple homestead channels that's both prepping and homestead. And that's what you guys watch. So that's what you like. Shit is fan over here. Get ready, folks. Stay safe and hug your loved ones. Exactly, Perry. I tell everybody that all the time because it is not looking good right now. So I'm going to scroll through comments on this laptop. She's going to scroll comments on that than it is here on my desktop. Hang on. So let's see what's everybody saying. Very saying World War III's just started. It may have. It may have. Wow, a lot of comments. Holy smoke. All right, I'm gonna start right here. 100 miles a week. Let my bicycle, says bicycle rider. Hey, I used to ride a bike. I used to jog 12 miles every other day, and then I got plantar fasciitis, what's called a bone spur. And so I started riding bikes, and I rode a bike. I would ride them 20 miles every other day. So that's what I did for a while. Then I messed my knee up, and then I started gardening, and I got fat. So that's the story of me, guys. So yeah, I need some other exercise routine. Right now I don't have time. There's so many things going on, but I need to get back in an exercise routine. We Texans got to brag with tall tales, or we ain't Texan. Says unknown vector. That's funny. Well, no, I lived in Alaska. Alaskans had a joke. They said Alaska's going to divide into 2 states. And then they said, then Texas will be the 3rd largest. So sometimes Alaskans like to make Texas jokes. I worked at Wallops Island in the past. Okay, Tim, I've been there. Chicoteague Island, where you got the wild ponies. Man, that place is so remote. And it's just to think geographically how close it is to Washington, D.C. and all the big cities. But the way that little isthmus, that island area works, it is remote. I mean, you're out in the boondocks. It's beautiful country, though. It really is. Saturn V is a huge piece of engineering. Things massive. That's right, Shane. And check out the Galactic Greg's channel, because on there I've talked about Saturn V. I've talked about Apollo. I talked about some of the missions. And I even talked about, wow, we're hitting the anniversary of our last mission there too. I should really cover that stuff some more. I talked about the engine, the F1 engine, the largest rocket engine. Georgia, let's see, unknown. Everything is bigger in Texas right now. Let's see. Put the Galactic Greg's in chat. Thank you, Drops. Kathy Pittman. Let's see. Awkward Gummy Bear. I think a lot of channels get more views by means that maybe your audience would consider disingenuous. Oh, others from viewers by fear porn, clickbait, silly nonsense, hypnotical hooks, some folks. Well, honestly, you don't get any views if you're not slightly clickbaitish. I mean, quite frankly, you know, having a thumbnail that's clickbaitish is key to getting views. To be honest, that's the way this platform works. And human psychology, unfortunately, I've had people get on me. Oh, Greg, it's too clickbaity. So, well, some reason it gets any views because that's what people want, apparently. But you know, I do try to be very, you know, level-headed about what I cover here and what we talk about, and how we talk about it. Let's see. 100 miles, 3 to 4 times a week. Wow. Come ride with me. I'll take you to the river. Dangerous, but interesting. Well, I used to ride out here on the roads around here, and you nearly get run over all the time by people, rednecks out who, forget that the bicycles got as much right of way as anybody else. They'll try to run you over. So I started riding on Redstone Arsenal back when I was riding. A lot more peaceful rides on Redstone Arsenal because Army guys and the professionals there are a lot more lenient to bike riders. And I would ride from building 4203, where I worked, down to the river, which was 10 miles, and back. So it gave me a 20-mile ride to the boat landing. That was 10 miles down. So I'd ride Tennessee River and then back north. So I live north of the Tennessee River. I'm in what's considered the Tennessee Valley here. And most of the Tennessee Valley is in Alabama. You didn't know that. I would, now from home, I would ride the Highway 431. There's a certain roads and routes I would take. That would be where I hit Highway 431 was exactly 10 miles out. So I'll ride 10 miles each way. Joy just arrived at Atlantic Graves. Well, thank you, Joy. Appreciate that. War 3 has already started. Yeah, I'm afraid you may be right, Perry. It's on that slow cook right now, but it could go ballistic anytime, especially if they start shooting at, American vehicles delivering weapons to Ukraine. That could get us tied up in a hurry. We just don't know how the reaction is going to play out. I mean, things can escalate. I'm hoping we got a year before Russia goes directly for a NATO nation, but, it's hard to say. Shame. The Russian warship Moscow was hit by missiles in the Black Sea. Just reported. Yeah. I've seen some articles on that earlier. If you have it prepped and stocked up, folks, it's time now. You're right, Drops. It is definitely time. Any building starts with a plan, purpose, and cost. You're right there, Arnold. Plan your work and work your plan. That's how you make things happen, guys. Plan your work and work your plan. Things may deviate, but hey, that's how you get it started. 22nd, I think things will get hot. 22nd? My 22nd Drops. Logistics is everything, or people die. Look what happened to the Russians because of supplies. Exactly. Well, like my friend General Krasniak is fond of saying, he was saying this before the Russians went in. And of course, they didn't listen to him. I'm glad they didn't, I guess. But Krasniak always, one of his favorite sayings is that amateur military strategists talk tactics. Professional military strategists talk logistics. If you don't have the logistics, your army will fail. Absolutely fail, especially in modern times. Drops, what kind of channel you got? Check you out. You got some good wisdom. Let's see what you got on your channel there, Drops. Drops has 1,570 odd subscribers. Okay, that's pretty good. Drops, are you monetized? 206 videos. Oh, solar. Check it out. MPP solar. Installation and setup. See, that's what I need to be going into. Now, this is worth watching, guys. This is some good content here. Look at that, guys. Concrete block. Yeah, I'm going to change. So I got wood surrounding mine, but my old wood is finally rotting out. I'm going to turn it into the bed like food culture, and I need to go back and do this myself. Okay, Drops has got some cool stuff on here, people. Check out Drops channel. Raising chickens. Tip fried steak. Dirty rice, okay. My indoors greenhouse and microgreens. All right. Microgreens, top 10 questions. Thyme oil. Fatty liver. Oh, you got a lot of content in here. Kind of all over the place. You're kind of like me. Space topics, homesteading topics, gardening, prepping, survival, power. Drops, you got some good stuff on here. All right, people, check out Drops. Do this. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and click all. That's how we do that. All right, Drops, you got another sub. How about that, folks? Just like that. Bing. Yes, I inspired you to do microgreens. Very good. That's what I'm here for. See, it works, guys. It spins off. That's what we're here for. All right, Kathy is telling Taz that's what nudges are for. That's, I'm not going to lie. Aberson, you will be eaten by cannibals. Well, I welcome the cannibals here because my worms get hungry. I got hungry worms. You know, that and a few nug kibbles, and so I can feed the worms all I need, right? Just kidding, folks. This is a live action role play, alert session. Drops worked in electrical engineering and R&D for 14 years. Very good, Drops. It's showing. It's showing there, Drops. Drops, are you the one that told me that you'd done space work in the past? What was that? Were you the one that worked at Chickadee? Who was it that worked at Wallops? Which one of y'all worked at Wallops? Which one? Oh, that might have been Tennessee Bushcrafter, right? Okay, so Tennessee Bushcrafter says electrical control tech for 30 plus years. Tennessee, you're the one that worked at Wallops, right? Taz, Greg's funny. Hey, you got to be a little funny. You have a sense of humor. Crunchy Biscuit, how you doing? My 5,000 red regulars just came in. My setup is aged horse manure, dead leaves, lawn trimmings. You got to watch mixing the green and the brown and go into heat there, Crunchy Biscuit. Shredded paper, cardboard. Is that a good setup? Watch mixing green and brown bedding because you get the right ratio. It will go into a heat phase and cook your worms. The thermophilic bacteria can heat your compost up to 800 degrees. That's hot. So watch that. Be careful. Be careful. I wouldn't be throwing green stuff in unless I put it off to the side if you're putting a lot of brown stuff in. Otherwise, you can take your compost, you can make that as a compost and cook it down first. There's a bushcracker. 10 channel sucks. Okay, 10. We got 2. 10 bushcrackers got 2 shorts on there. Hey, everybody's got to start somewhere. That's good. That's a start. Hey, my first video really stunk by high heaven. I didn't even make it to put on YouTube. I just happened to throw it on Facebook and it kind of went viral. And I thought, really? I don't want to be thrown on YouTube and see what happens. It didn't do as good on YouTube, believe it or not. But I think I got 14,000 views on Facebook. It's the first video I ever posted on Facebook. And I thought, wow, that's crazy. It was a really terrible video. I prepped my neighbors 2 months ago, and finally they don't think I'm crazy. There you go. Hopefully they tell their friends. There you go. Hey, the more people that prep, the less zombies there'll be to come eat you. Yes, I work for military contractors and aerospace, medicinal and such. Mostly did power supplies. Okay, very good, Drops. Very good. Well, I can see that given your propensity to do solar systems, solar power. That's awesome, Drops. So we got a lot of people with a lot of good skills here in this family. That's why we need to get our tribe network going so we can share this around. Kathy Pittman, Greg, the Bible says in hell the worms dieth not, they hang around eating the zombies. Wow, we got a special kind of worm down there. It's just how many people prep like us. We literally are going to be fighting hordes of zombies. That's what we got, but I like Green Greg's worm nutrients. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, well, you're going to need a lot of kibbles to feed your nugs. You're going to need a lot of kibbles. You know what I mean? Halibut capital of the world, Homer, Alaska. Steve, how you doing? I've ate halibut in Alaska. It's really good. Homer, Alaska. Very good. I ate it at the Trophy Lodge. I don't think they serve that anymore. Actually, the Trophy Lodge is still existent, but the original log restaurant burnt down. That's in Delta Junction, Alaska. I called them a few months ago. I looked them up. Their menu is not nearly as extensive as it used to be. They used to have cordon bleu, halibut, all kind of really crazy dishes, and now they focused on simple stuff. But it was pretty good. You know, it was quite a restaurant. So your question, Crunchy Biscuit, what is a good ratio of greens to brown in a worm bin, and what type of material do you suggest? Well, you know what, I forget the exact ratio that maximizes the thermophilic. I have to go look that up. A lot of times I'd make them about 50-50. You'll get a thermophilic reaction with that, but you don't want in a worm bed. If you're making compost, you like your compost to go through the heat phase and then put it in your worm bed. But what you might want to do is take the green stuff and just put it off to the side so it's not mixed in and won't go into the heat. Greg, you're full screen. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me full screen. You want me full screen? We'll do that. Stop the share. Hello. Good point, Granny. I got the chats here. I can track y'all with this. I'll just stick it down here. I was reading it off that screen. I'll read it off this screen. I just code down mostly for web development. Okay, Drops. I've done a little bit of that. I don't claim any great expertise at it. My coding, I used to write professionally software in a language known as Atlas, which was airline test something language. But the airlines don't use it. The military uses it to isolate faults. The shot replaceable level unit and a line replaceable unit. So that's what we used to do. I've done that on the M1 tank, the M1A1 tank, and F-15 aircraft. Let's see. We've been missing Bob Dobbs. Is Bob Dobbs in the house? Yeah, that's the guy we've been missing from Alaska, Bob Dobbs. Bob, we hadn't seen Bob Dobbs in a long time. Bob was on, where's he at? Star Wars. Here, very one of the family is welcome on the mountain. Secret word is worms. That's a good secret word. Worms. Hey, I'm gonna worm my way to the top. 2 hours from the nearest Walmart. Oh, that's good. Granny, nice to see you, Gigi. Hey, we're good to see you, Granny. Cha never came tonight. Oh, she was in the room last time we had a session, I think. Let's see. Yeah, the power supplies for aircraft, subs, tanks. So that's cool. Shane Lesson, I don't know how you say that. Here in America, land of the free and home of the flab or however your president pronounced it. Yeah, I don't know. We have zombies already. That's true. They run our government. So right there, Shane. So right. Haven't seen him in the last. Yeah, it's been several months. I hope he's okay. You know, we did lose one of our viewers, the one that gave me my walking cane. He passed away. So no Cha. Well, she was in here, I think, last night. When I think she was in the session when I did the video with. This gentleman passed away. Give me that. I really want to get worms from you, but I know you're still. Yeah, I'm not ready to sell yet. You went to Uncle Jim's. Oh my gosh. God bless you. All right. Well, good luck with that. Also, commercial aerospace. Very good. Been on many design teams. I bet they live. Says Jason. All right. So, yeah, I just can't sell worms till I get all my worm beds full, because when I do, I'll deplete them pretty fast probably, and I'll have to shut down again in a few months after I open up. Sophia, how you doing, Sophia? With our Lord Jesus. All right. So let's see. Taz, wait. So Greg bugging out to wait. So Greg bugging out to Arizona. Well, I'll be doing that, but I'm gonna. Yeah, I got to go up there and put a well in. Polaris. Oh. Well, I have. I've been buying a lot of hose for the garden. Oh, are you bugging out to Arizona, staying in Alabama? Well, I'm planning to have 2 operations, one here and one there. And I plan to keep both operations in operation. The question is, which one will become my permanent residence? I think over time, I'm going to move to Arizona. How long is the question? I think over time, that's probably where I'm going to go for the bulk of my time. But I will keep this place here running too. So I'll go back and forth. And I may have some other stops along the way, like maybe Arkansas or Texas. So start with high country. Okay, Tennessee says, Greg, I can hook you up with 1,000 pounds of rabbit food full of worms. Hey, the worms is what would be interesting. I've got rabbit food, but it's not full of worms. I put the rabbit food in my worms. But if you got worms in your rabbit food already, that's pretty good. Tennessee bushcraft, what part of Tennessee are you in? Where are you located? I'm just 8 miles south of the Tennessee border. In fact, I'm closer to Nashville than people in Memphis or Knoxville. I can get to Nashville quicker than people in either one of those cities in Tennessee. And Nashville's on the other side of Tennessee going north. Actually, that way's north. But, you know, Tennessee is, you can drive through Tennessee north-south in a couple of hours, but it's going to take me about 4 hours to go to Knoxville, or about 4 hours to go to Memphis. Drops. I'm looking for winter property. Okay. Come on to Texas, Greg. Okay, Crunchy Biscuit. I do have a daughter and 2 grandkids in Texas, and a son-in-law. Middle Northern. Oh, okay, Middle Northern. I got you. Well, are you east of Nashville? How far, if so? You may not be that far away. You may not be that far away. I can tell you how to find cheap land in Arkansas and Missouri, just paying taxes on it. Hey, Drops, that's a good idea. And I think that's what Vicky's trying to get me to do too. That girl, in the mid-'80s, I worked at a Holiday Inn right across from NASA in Texas. I was the cool desk clerk. I got the fly simulator. Okay, that girl. I know where that Holiday Inn's at. Been there. I know exactly where that's at. They call it NASA Road 1, I think, going right by the Space Center there. Yeah, I know exactly where the Holiday Inn's at. Been there. I didn't stay in that Holiday Inn, but I've been to a meeting in it. I've been all over Tennessee. Okay. Drops, where you located now? Staroff, I've seen you on Leak Project. Staroff, were you on Leak Project? Were you featured on Leak Project, Staroff? So what was the topic? Ryan Ringrace, what happened, man? You're not a sub on my channel anymore. So, oh well, what happened to that? I don't know. I might have got unsubbed. I haven't unsubbed from no one. So I'm gonna go to your channel here. Ryan Keith. Well, Brian, It shows me here as being subscribed. Let's see, where's it at? Oh, something popped up. Hang on. Right here where my finger is. You see that? It says I'm subscribed. So, but I didn't get a notification. Seeds, and more seeds. Okay, that's the latest video I'm seeing there. Aunt Kifa. Okay, that's a year ago. So I'm gonna look on your channel. I'm gonna click the videos button. So let's see what your latest video is. The seeds video is not your latest video. You did one 7 hours ago called Prepping. Important truck maintenance. Okay. And you got a Ford, what, F-150 there? Okay, very good. All right, so there we go. Everybody can check that out. He's got one video called Emerge the Heat for Home. Prepare now. Don't be stupid. Prepare. Don't freeze to death. I like that in your title there, Brian. Headlamp and a beanie in one. All right, he's got some good videos on there. All right, so I'm going to go back to our chat room here. Yeah, YouTube will do that, but actually I'm still subscribed according to what I'm seeing. Shadow banning happens a lot. A lot of military activity in Spokane. Don't doubt it. So drop shooting Spokane now. Got a lot of work to do in the next few days. Yeah, I still got to do my 1099s to give everybody. I just got some text. I hope I can do it in the morning. Got too many vehicles right now. I got a few, trying to get them all working. Brian Keith, Green Ray, Google must be screwing with me then. So don't they do that? I believe that's the case. I think they're messing with me quite a bit. Yikes. Hopefully the prune juice poke isn't as bad as my, oh, well, I wouldn't take it. I got a couple of daughters that did, sorry to say. So far they're okay. I got a friend whose daughter took it, and she's been laid up in a wheelchair ever since she took it, mainly in a bed. It really messed her up. YouTube will unsubscribe you from channels, whether it's intentional or a glitch. Glitch, I think not. Start off, were you on Leak Project? Were you actually on a show or just in this chat room? What was meant by that? Were you on Leak Project? I have not been on Leak Project in a while. Star Wolf got 2 subscribers, no videos. But yeah, there's something on there showing 6 views. So how's it show me you got no videos? Doesn't even make sense. Something's hosed up with that. Now it's showing some uploads. Oh, you got 69 videos total. Okay, just nothing recent. All right, check out Star Wars, folks. Tommy Bentley, how many chickens does everyone in there have? I don't have any chickens. That's a good question. Everybody pop up and tell me how many chickens you got. I got rabbits. I'll get chickens eventually. I want to get ducks too. Yeah, there was a TV show called That Girl. She probably knows it. When I was a kid. She's probably too young to have seen it unless she watched it in reruns. Oh, your wife had a stroke. That's rough. That'll keep you busy. Sorry to hear that. I hope she gets better. I'm a bit late. Scratch, how you doing, buddy? Scratches from England. All right, Taz. It's hot at a certain time of the year in Arizona. At Forest, you just got to know where you want to move to. Well, northeast Arizona is not as hot as southern Arizona, not by a long shot. Greg, you're probably the 145. Greg, you're probably the only 45-year-old man that streams this late. Could be the late night YouTube Conan O'Brien. 45. I wish I was 45. Holy whacking smoke a moly. I wish. I look 45. Here's the wristband I had from my procedure today. It's got my age on it. Slightly older than 45. Scratch, how you doing, buddy? I'm happy in Tennessee. Dad had a claim in Arizona. Oh, okay, cool. And drops, put your site in the channel here. Taz, the crazy thing is, I think Greg is shadow banned because I only know about Green Greg through Leak Project. Oh, wow. Yeah. I've been on Leak Project probably more than anybody, but I've not been on Leak Project in a while. That Photoshop. What's Photoshop there, Crunchy Biscuit? You think I'm Photoshop? You think this is Photoshop? This is real. I'm the real deal. I got some eye bags and some stuff, yeah. Anyway, yeehaw. Let's see here. I'll have to show you a couple other things. Yeah, it's about time to call it a night here. It's 2 a.m. We need to go. I've only been on 2 hours, though, right? A little over. I'm just woke up. I've been groggy all day. I had that procedure. Yeah. All right. Now you can see the storms are to the east of me. Wait a minute. There we are. Now, I'll show you a couple of pictures. This lady works for me. This is what she found on her pants. And she didn't mess with it. She left it there. That cool? What is it? Oh, my light's reflecting off this. This is my new banner. You're going to see it unfurled at the flea market, not flea market, at the farmer's market. That's part of it. It's not entirely unfurled. You can see on this side right here, it's not entirely unfurled. Yes, I think I got a photograph here of the whole design. Yeah, this is the design itself that I made for it. That's an earlier version. I modified it some. This wasn't scaled. Whoa, this wasn't scaled right. Hang on. I gotta use my remote control to turn off the stage lights. That's my remote control. My redneck remote control. Now you can see this better, I think. Maybe. Oh Lord, come on, focus, focus. There we go. Oh shoot, it's still not focusing right. If I put it at an angle. Again, here's the flyer. Banner, I should say. It's 8 by 10 foot. It's on the couch. Too big to totally unfurl on the couch. The Green Greg's logo part's in the dead center. Anyway, yeah, I hope y'all like that. Y'all see that fully deployed when I get to the farmer's market. So try Photopia website to design with design what? I did all that design in PowerPoint. I'm a PowerPoint cowboy riding out into a presentation rodeo. Yeah, I remember Glenn Campbell singing, I'm a rhinestone cowboy. Greg, don't let people know about us up here. Cactus and hot desert. Yeah, it's terrible. Don't go to Northeast Arizona. It's terrible. It's a hot desert. Just a desert. Don't go there, folks. Let's see. Your keyboard's broke. What do you do? Scratch, don't throw it. Might be throwing your keyboard. Prayers for myself. I'm losing my legs. I have edema and have developed what is called a weepy or leaky legs. Oh my gosh, SLM. We will pray for you. That we pray for our viewers and people at the end of my Wednesday and Thursday night sessions. SLM, you're definitely going to be on the list tonight. Also taking care of my husband who has had a stroke. Well, you got your hand full, you got dementia. Well, SLM, you got your hands full. Bless your heart. Bless your heart, SLM. Heart is what matters in the end. Seek Jesus and the truth, says Sophia. Oh, what happened? I lost my chat. Hit the wrong button, probably. Ding ding. Now it's loading. Oh, it's gonna be doing this. See, it says loading, spinning. Right. Oh, come on. Shouldn't take that long. Golly gee. Golly gee was, I'm gonna hit the refresh button on this whole page, see what happens. Probably go faster if I just do that. The video doing that. I bet you the comments are going to pop up here in just a second. There they are. When it doesn't that fast, I'd let just keep running. It's a sign I typed too much. Oh, okay. Just dang. That's why we should all be prepared the best we can, especially pray to the Lord more than ever without ceasing. Amen. There you go. Flagstaff, Arizona is not a desert. It's cold there. Oh yeah, Flagstaff's got a lot of trees because it's up in the mountains, and so does Sholo, which is pretty close to Snowflake. Snowflake's between Sholo and Baldwin. Oh, excuse me. Wait a minute. What we got here? God bless all. Just Dane started off like that. That girl, Lynn Campbell. I'm a lineman for the country. Let's see, Brian. I gotta plant my garden seeds finally this Friday. There you go. Night all, says Kathy. Good night, Kathy. Tess Greg, do you a video on those abandoned bunkers where people are burying them thinking they're safe? Okay, I might do a video. I can show you a bunch of bunkers on Redstone Arsenal. Seems like the job is the mark. I reckon my here. Yeah, well, we're going to give you a prayer here in a minute, SLM. We're going to pray for you and your husband both. What's your husband's name? Well, you don't have to tell us your name. SLM's good enough. God knows who we're talking about. Just Dane, I can't believe all the stuff that they sell. They're mine and not allowed nuggets. Has got them both. Nugs. 5B zone. Yeah, you're way up north. Nugs. Don't forget to hug your nug. Hug your nug today. Let's see. Unknown vector. Central bank digital currency. Well, us are in tyranny. You're right. I did a video on that. That's what my short was on. I actually did another video, but I was doing it from my phone. I'm real bad when I do a video from this phone. I can't, sometimes I lose track of what's up and what's down, and I'll be holding the phone upside down thinking I'm videoing it, it looks okay on the screen, but then when I pull it off the screen and upload it, it's like, yeah, I can't show that. All right, madam, are you going to bed? Good night. Thank you for being here. Drops. No, it's it's all desert. Yeah, it is. It's desert there in Snowflake area. Absolutely. Oh, we're arguing about Flagstaff. Well, there are trees in Flagstaff. But technically, it's probably a desert still. The total rainfall. You know, look, Alaska, we only had 10 inches of precipitation here, but it's locked up and frozen 9 months of the year. So those 3 months it all came unfrozen, gave enough water for everything to grow. I'm sure that's how why the West used to have big forests and a lot of the deserts. In the colder weather they had in the Ice Age. Okay, Brian, so you're getting growing season moving back because it's colder. When tracking the subway ordeal, I've heard a question. Yeah, I don't know. It's odd how that happened right after an announcement of a certain executive order by El Presidente, if you know what I mean. Fishy, fishy. That's right. And flip that switch anytime. What is Arnold can't count on drops? Oh, I wonder if all those eruptions are going to cause summers with snow and frost. We get enough of them. If they go high enough, you might get that. Absolutely. We had the year without a summer in 1817 because of the explosion of Tambora in 1816. So, all right, guys. Yeah, what I'm worried about is the winter next year. No, this winter, this next winter. Is there any way you can improve your video quality when doing farmers flea markets video? I know it's probably a signal. It is a signal issue. This phone has a very high definition camera. It's higher definition than the camera here or the Canon I towed around and do a lot of my videos with. This has got the high definition camera, but the signal quality is, yeah, so there's really nothing I can do about that. I've had people complain, you need to get a better camera. No, I got as good a camera as you can get. It's the signal. I'm happy you guys have each other. Sometimes we are alone. It doesn't help when Canada's saving the day and telling us, yeah, I hate being Canada with all that, guys. So I was going to share something. I was going to show you something. What was it? I forgot. I was going to share a video or something with you guys. Somebody. Weather's getting bad here. Thunder and lightning. Yeah, we had that earlier. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a whole channel with thunder. What do y'all think about that idea, guys? Me doing a whole channel on videos to sleep by, but they need to be 10 hours. I made that one 9 hours. I thought that was long enough, but now I know they all need to be 10 hours. I can modify that video. The NYCD dude was right on the time. Yeah. That always seems to happen, don't it? It always seems to happen, but it's totally coincidental. Yeah. So I finally got my homestead tax. Okay, refund. Very good, very good. Cow mutilations. Trudy Trudeau. Sophia, how you doing? Hello. Shane, I understand people do strange things in shock. Guy seen enter the subway, jacket, guy in train, all. Wait, can't forget my jacket. Lisa's Farm. Wow. That is crazy. You'd have to be in shock for that. Just Dane says, love ranges. Yep, one of God's things. That's right. Oh, I did put keywords. Yeah, look, I spent a lot of time developing my videos. For every video I post, I spend an hour putting text in it, putting keywords, to try to better the reach. And, guys, I split uploading it, you might see a video it's an hour long. Well, I put probably several hours in front prepping and researching, did the video, and then an hour trying to get uploaded. Several hours on these videos. It's a lot of work to do these videos, guys. A lot of work. How to garden, and glad to see you here. All right. Get his channel. All right. Very good, Drops. I think that's the idea. Maybe the title, Rain, Thunder, Lightning, Ambience. Rain, thunder. Well, I might cover it. It'll be white sounds in general. It might be frogs. I might do fans. People seem to like white sounds. I can video the sounds of my aquaponics. I got 2 different aquaponics systems. They each got a different gurgle to them. I can go to that creek. Y'all seen the video where I went to the creek where I grew up? That's a mountain. That's a stony creek with good gurgling sounds. I can get crickets. I can get katydids here in the summertime. Katydids sing all night long in these trees here. That'd be a whole nother sound. Southern Song and Grown. Did you think that link of Samantha Lee's originals? A non-vector. Let's see. Do we have somebody here named Southern Song? Yeah, there it is. Hey, Richard. If you need garden advice, you need me. All right, Southern Song and Grown sounds good. I just love the flea market videos. Well, thank you, Just Dane. Yours definitely blows mine away. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm just shopping for certain things that's going to help my grid down mostly. That's what I'm doing, or things I can use on the farm. Let's see, Drops. I sub. Yes, there you go. I was going to show you all a video, but I forgot what I was going to show you now. Maybe I meant to do that. I meant to show you something. I can't remember it now. I got distracted. Maybe it's a good time to call it a night here. At least I'm awake now. Because I've been groggy all day. I mean, some nights, I'm doing this. I've nodded a couple of times. Those peepers put me to sleep. Can't wait for mine to sing. Now, does that 9-hour peeper video, now it's got some wind noise and it kind of messes the microphone, the camera I used. Is that video acceptable, y'all think? I could probably pull sound off some of our live sessions, peepers from that and reprocess it. Take a lot of time to work it though. Those people, let's see. Greg, do you think the grid will happen this winter? It could, Taz. Taz, we could be in full-blown nuclear war this winter. It's possible. That's what I'm saying. I don't, it could happen. We could get things escalating because of Russia attacking a shipment we're sending into Ukraine with American vehicles. That could get us there fast, like within days, but hopefully not. But I'm expecting Russia to do certain things if they can get Ukraine under control. And that's an if. So maybe our biggest hope is that they don't get Ukraine under control. Because I don't see them stopping. I don't see them stopping. Greg, can we burn weeds or need to manually remove them? Well, yeah, you can kill them by burning them. You can. In fact, there's the flame torches for doing that in gardens. Oh, yeah. That's true. 432 and 538. The God frequency. Huge. You see a video where Rex was saying that when I was walking through the Mount Hollywood tunnel, and I yelled, "Hey!" and light went down the tunnel. Hugh is my middle name. Can you leave a vid running all night, or do you loop it? What I would do, what the methodology is, you take a segment of sound and then you just repeat it through a video. So there's channels out there that just do white noise. They'll do rain or a fan or just anything, just white noise, and they run them for 10 hours. 10 hours is the standard. My video that I did with the peepers was 9 hours, 9.5 hours roughly. I didn't realize that there was some 10-hour standard. I just wanted to be long enough somebody could get to sleep. But I understand 10 hours is the standard for that. Corn gluten will work as an herbicide. That's interesting. So I love ambient music. So yeah, we're just talking nature sounds mostly, or other white sounds. I like Hearts of Space until it went totally leftist. Oh, yeah. One thing I could do is sounds. I could do some galactic sounds. I can do some space sounds of the probes out there going through the Venetian magnetosphere. Though now that's some really spacey sounds. And I just could loop the heck out of them. Some of my Green Greg's videos, my Galactic Greg's videos, I actually used that sound in the opening of the video. Let me go back, share screen. Ding, 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 ding. Now look at this. So we're going to go to we go back to Galactic Greg's. Galactic. How come they don't come up automatically? That puts the other apostrophe, no apostrophe. Galactic Greg's. Come on. Come on, right here, this guy. That's Space Wiki. I'll put video so we can see them all. I know some of these videos I got it in, but I know I got it in this one for sure. This video starts out. I think the sound's in here.
Hello, this is Greg Allison with Galactic.
I think I used it at the end too, somewhere. But I used a little different sound. It's very similar at the very end. So
And I'll come back to you again with updates from the docking with ISS. And my friends, I want to say thank you for watching.
Here we go. I hope there's more sound here. Barely hear it. Oh, it's not loud. I can barely hear it. There was, you can barely hear it. What do y'all think about that kind of sound? Would that be good on the channel? Sorry, Greg, I love you, but it just feels like another Russia thing to me. I've seen lots of another Russia thing to me. I've seen a lots of trust, have more faith in the human, not being so stupid. So what do you mean, Star Wolf? I'm not quite getting what you're saying. That guy does look like Greg, don't he? Let's see here. So what are you saying, Star Wolf? Y'all, do y'all like that sound? What do you think? So let's go back to let's go back here. Come down here in the bottom. Tell me what you think about these peepers again. Is this worthy of a sleep video, or I need to redo it? Because you can hear a little wind sound. It's hard.
Hey everyone, Victor Paredes here.
and I am an affiliate marketer and a YouTuber. As you
Just Dane, I pray it don't happen too. It was real windy the night that I made this video. I just left my camera on the fender of my tractor and let it video, and I walked off. In some cases, though, there is, I think the wind messes the microphone. Hang in there, Grady. How's that sound to you guys? Funny, Ace. I love the sounds of frogs at night. All right, very good. Native flute. I gotta be careful not to do anything that's copyright. Stop the share here. Hello. I'll look for something in the meantime. If you see the U.S. is turned over to UN control, no, we don't want that. Well, you know, we can still fight that to some degree right now. What does Star Wolf say? Drop, tuck, and roll. All right. Let's see here. Look for something. Bear with me a few minutes. I'm gonna look for something. Looking for something. Hang on, guys. What is this channel name? I'm looking for another channel. Trying to figure out its name. I'll find it or not. Let's see here. Here we go. Here's why I'm thinking about doing videos like this. 8 minutes. More than 8 minutes. Hang on. Let me show you. I'm going to screen share. This video has had 128 million views. 128 million views. It's exactly 10 hours long. And it don't even have a change in the video. It's just got a picture, I think. Here. Check it out, guys. Great. There you go. 110 million views. Whoo! Check this guy's channel out. Relaxing white noise, just white noise. Sleep studies through the baby. So that's even animated. So some of the videos are animated. An animated video from 2 years ago has got 4 million views. Wow. Let me click on videos, look the most recent. This most recent video, just done today, it's already got 4,500 views, and it's just the sound of a fan. So you start going back, we hear 40,000. As you go back in time, there's more and more views on these. People are still watching them. If TubeBuddy's not working, it should tell me how many videos they got. A few other things it's not working. So let's do this. Let's look at his most popular videos. $152 million views on that. Wow. A fan. 52 million views just for a fan. Really? Check it out, guys.
The Amazon FBA and fiscal products business model is broken with tons of.
That's only 53 million views. It's sad when the so-called superior top of the food chain creatures are doing such evil things to one another. It makes me feel satisfied to know that they will cause our own demise. Yeah, or we will cause our own demise. Oh, crawfish is good. They just fell asleep. I live on the Gulf Coast. Shrimp are the best. I ate shrimp today. Couldn't eat anything yesterday. No food yesterday. The day before, it was very limited what I could eat. I could eat no raw vegetables the day before. I couldn't eat anything meat-wise other than seafood. Down in Louisiana. Okay, just there. Alligator tail, I've ate it. Yeah, it's good. Shane says, really, if you are interested in that sort of adaptation of ambient sound in space, the supercluster is created with recordings from the universe, captures sounds from the suns and planets. Well, what supercluster? Now, what is that? That supercluster. Where'd I find that at? You know, we could just pick up some sound and throw them on here. I mean, it wouldn't take no time for me to make videos like this and upload them. Cook out with crawfish. I'm not a big crawfish fan. Not worth to eat them. I do like shrimp. Lobster. Okay, Granny. Yeah, I believe you're right on that just there. Gulf Coast shrimp are great. The mean jambalaya. I want to try it there. Just drops. They've sold and shipped all over the world. Okay, yeah, that's true. Let's see here. It's amazing what this guy's got. So I'm just thinking, I already did a couple of videos that kind of head in this direction. So this is something I could do. Baby, that makes me sleepy just seeing that picture. Wow, it's nearly 3 o'clock here. We're gonna have to go here in a minute. Let's see if I find the video I just did. Oh, the videos didn't go here. Where did the video go? Here we are. Oh, I'm not hearing the sound. My phone on mute. What's going on with it? Phooey. I think he's pulling up sounds out there. Why is it not playing? Oh. Some inspirational sound I'll probably have to edit out. Anyway, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about that? Will that work? Quit doing cooking videos. No one watches them, really. Somebody watches them, but you know, problem is if you mix too many things on one channel that's too far apart, it causes YouTube to really, they don't promote you as much. That may be one of my problems. My channel is too diverse. So if I did this, you know, I got a video like that on this channel, but that frog video, and we go out on Wednesdays and Friday night sometime and listen to frogs. So I don't know. What do y'all think? Just ignore me. Oh Lord, just thing. Greg, are you not close to Huntsville Space Center? Would they let you get some sounds? Well, yeah, I'm close to Space Center, but that's all static stuff there. I don't know what they got. I could probably do better just going online and getting sounds. Chocolate gravy with biscuits. Hey, I can make a good sawmill gravy. That's a good rat burger. Hey, is Cha-Cha in the house? Somebody was asking for Cha-Cha earlier. There's Cha-Cha. I love cooking videos. I believe Arnold was asking about you earlier, Cha-Cha. I wonder where you'd been. There's Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha just came in the house. All right, very good. It's almost 3 o'clock though. We're about to go bye-bye here. Our viewers went down to 71. Is a digital internal music production piece of equipment. Not sure if I have the capability. That's just free. Yeah, any government sounds or government video is free to use. I like to find some sources of good B-roll of military videos. I've been looking at old military training videos. Frogs put me to sleep, especially at night in the backwoods. There you go, Rebecca. Frogs, crickets, katydids. I could do all those. New Days does a lot of cooking. New Days is quite an accomplished cook. New Days has cooked for big groups many times. Wow, there change in my words. What was that, Star Wolf? All right, so what I want to do here, Star Wolf, you never told me, were you on Leak Project? Red eye gravy. Oh yeah, my grandmother used to make red eye gravy. That was good with cornbread. That was really good to dip cornbread in. Red eye gravy. GI grits. GI gravy. Gee, I wished I joined the Navy. Yeah, I need to roll, have client meetings in the morning. Yeah, we're about to go. Frog legs are tasty. They are. Alrighty, folks, let's do prayer request. You're right, New Days. I get you. Let's get some prayer requests in here. Who all do we need to pray for? There was the lady above. Who was that was telling me that her legs are weepy? Come on, guys, help me remember this. What was her name? Gotta know who it is. I'm forgetting tonight, guys. Still not 100% back from having my procedure. Who was it? Trying to find her name. Oh, y'all gonna have to help me with that, guys. Who was it? SLM. Thank you. SLM. Exactly. SLM. We gotta pray for SLM. There's SLM. There we go. Good to see you here in the house. So let's pray for SLM. Bad legs, yes. And her husband's got dementia too, so we need to pray for both of them. Let's pray for Randy Bly of Blue Bottle Bunny Farm. He's been fighting the bug. Let's pray for Granny Lana. She's been suffering some of the side effects of having had a stroke. And let's pray for Granny Lana's granddaughter, Kaylee. Who else are we praying for? Greg, do you ever sleep? Yeah, we want to die. That's for sleep's for mortals. I want to be an energy consultant in the Ukraine. I just need to ask my dad. And her husband. Yeah, exactly, New Days, and her husband. Yeah, sleep. That's for mortals. RB Katie says, oh, yeah, that's true. I know. Well, I sung on me. I had to sing that when I was in the Army. Start from no, Leap Project, just a neighbor, long-time subscriber. Okay, a neighbor. So you live next to Rexy? Kaylee, praying for Gigi. Well, thank you. Appreciate that, Katie. I've been waiting for a girl like you to come into my life. Cha-cha. Arnold's interesting. He's been waiting on you to come in here. Arnold's been asking about you all night, Cha-cha. Where's Cha-cha? Anybody seen Cha-cha? We love Kaylee, absolutely. We'll sleep when we're dead. You're right, Katie. All righty. Anybody else to pray for tonight? Let's pray for world peace. Let's pray for world peace or world peace. All right. God bless. All right, let's do a quick prayer session. I'm not a religious channel, so everybody pray according to your own methods of praying. I do believe in a greater creator, the power of prayer. Arnold's a good friend. Very good, very good. Kelly is so sick of getting tons of tests. Oh, yeah, the tests can be rough. Jake's wife, Mary, is in the hospital. So, all right, Jake of the Grand Solar Minimum channel. His wife's in the hospital. Let's pray for his wife. She actually kind of got away and they found her. So she seriously needs some praying. If you haven't seen the Grand Solar Minimum channel, check it out. Pray for peace. Amen. Peace, blessings, and prosperity. There we go. Always complaining about the food, huh, Drops? I think the best thing they served in the Army was what we called SOS. It was something on a shingle. The word wasn't something, which was kind of like bread with sawmill gravy and a little sausage ground up in the gravy. That reminded me of having sausage and biscuits with when I was a kid. I pray to my divines for SOM and her up. Okay, Tennessee Bushcrafter. And all the poor souls who took the jab. All right, here we go. Let's say the prayer, guys. Everybody pray according to your own way, your own methods. Okay, amen. 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 Yeah, you're right, Drops. That's what it is. That's what we call it. Yeah, sure enough. That's probably the best thing they served. Whew. I used to go to the NASA cafeteria. If I went in the morning, I asked them the same thing. Some of them knew what I was talking about. Yeah, been in service would know. Yeah, your dad loves. He complained about the food in the Army, but he loved that. Like I said, it's the best thing they had. Man, when I went in the National Guard after being in the Army, we went to camp down in Camp Shelby. The only thing they fed us was Spam. I'm sure they did a lot of spam hunting down there. Must have been some huge spams down there in South Mississippi. That's where I first ran into armadillos. Now they're everywhere around here. SOS. Yeah, you're right, SOS. But I like it better when it's on a biscuit instead of a piece of loaf bread. Yes, is that girl pray for our enemies? Yeah, that's what we're always told to do. Pray for our enemies. So remember all that when you go to bed, guys. Remember that when you go to bed. Well, we're going to end this video. It's late. We said our prayers. We've covered what's going on in the world. And I fielded a lot of questions here tonight. And I've had a good chance to chat with each other. We are family. Amen, Greg. And thank y'all for prayers, and everyone have a blessed Easter. There you go. Gotta go walk the dog. Good night, people, says Chewy Weather. Well, good night, Chewy. Everybody, have an awesome night. I want to thank all you mods. You've been busy tonight. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Have an awesome